Hello and welcome back. I have another deck review. This just arrived today. I've had this one in my cart for a long time. I just wasn't sure what to really think of it, so I never got it. But it kept calling to me. So I finally got the deck. I'm not somebody who reads reversals. I doubt that I ever will be. It's just not my thing. It's not how I read. However, this deck has a positive and negative. That's what it's called. Well, that's what they call it. These are author cards. I'm going to get them out of the way. Positive and negative aspects of the card. So yeah, some people will call it reversals. I'm calling it the positive and the negative. Okay, so here's the little guidebook. This is a deck by Lo Scarabeo, and these names here, I'm not going to butcher them. I'm not even going to try to pronounce them, but it is Lo Scarabeo. The deck, or the box, is like such. Really cool box. I'll leave the guidebook set aside. Anyhow, here are the cards. Let's zoom down. They're glossy, so as you can see, they're glossy. So I'm not sure how we'll get around that, but I've been going through this deck. I've been sitting here with it this morning and playing around with it and mixing them around. I have put them back in order for the sake of the video. Here's the backs. It's a nice, thick, chunky deck. And here are the cards. So what you get, and you don't really see this deck around on YouTube or anywhere. I think it's like, wow, this deck is fascinating, really. I mean, you can get your positives and negatives out of an upright card, you know, just reading through the tarot, depending on the cards that come up alongside it, or for me as an intuitive reader, however you're feeling off that card. Well, here you get the positive and the negative. So yeah, you could probably call it reversals, but you know, I don't know. I'm not, because I don't read reversals. Whoever does, more power to you. It's just something I don't do. I feel there's plenty enough information in the upright position. Reversals were never, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that alone. Okay, so you get the positive. Here's the more traditional Fool, you know, walking along. Instead of a dog, he's got a dove here, but we're getting ready to, you know, take that leap of faith. And then if you turn it around, this is your negative. So it's kind of like someone acting foolishly, not paying attention to what they're doing, and you get it, right? So that's how this deck works for me. Anyways, here we have the Magician, the upright, the positive, he's manifesting. Here, if you turn it around, you get the negative. It's like he's not manifesting, he's taking risks. You know, he's got dice in his hand. He's taking a risk. He's not paying attention to his manifesting. And let's look in the book what it says, because the book I found was pretty interesting. So the Magician. And that gives you some information about the Magician. And then over here, the positive. You have strong positive creativity and the ability to transform reality. Well, we all know, you know, what the Magician's about. Let's take a look at the negative. You have great potential but little balance. You might give in to greed and easy gains. You might hold the belief that you need tricks and easy solutions to get what you want. These are illusions that will backfire. Listen to those who are wiser, then propose what you have in mind without Subterfuge. So yeah, you could call them reversals, and many people, you know, probably do and will. But here we have manifesting in a more, you know, kind of like cheating. You know what I mean? Cheating, manipulating. So positive, negative. And then we have the High Priestess, where she's all in her glory up there. And then you turn it around and she's not, it's almost as if she's ignoring her intuition and what have you. It's the negative aspect of the positive. So these are just, wow. Another deck that I waited so long to get and don't understand why. So here's our positive Empress. And then if you turn it around, she's not nurturing. She's not, there's no growth. The Emperor. Here he is, you know, on his throne, powerful, his powerful self. And then if you turn it around, the negative, he's given up that power. They are just so interesting. I absolutely love them. Then the Hierophant, positive. And then the negative. And the Lovers. This is kind of, you know, it's kind of neat. She's up here on the top. He's down here in the negative. He's reaching for the apple. Here's one part of the snake, the head part, and then the tail. Up here we've got the greenery, the angel. Everything's good and growing. And then here we have, you know, like a fallen angel, and the tree is rotted and what have you. Chariot, moving forward, courage, willpower. And then here it's like, oh, and focus. Here there's no focus, not paying attention. There's no movement forward. So yeah, you could call them reversals, you know. It's just, for me, I feel more comfortable with the positives and negatives. So here you have the Strength, the positive, and the negative. The Hermit. The Wheel. Justice. And here we have no justice served. Or justice isn't going to be served if you're doing it in a reading. Here we have the Hangman, looking at things in a different perspective and such. And here we have failing to see things in a different perspective. The Death card. Now, I wasn't sure which here is the more positive or negative. So I'm just going by however it comes up and what my intuition says. Now here, it looks like, you know, death, you know. It's cold, it's dreary. And then here, it's the, you know, it's the new beginning, right? So it would probably go like this. I forgot how it come originally. So I'd have to say that this Death and this one, so we've got negative and then positive. And there's the beginning. Temperance. The Devil. And then here we have breaking free. Someone's broken free. I love them. So what I've done is I put them in the order of how I see traditional tarot. And here's the Tower. Lightning strikes. Sets it on fire. And there's that dust. It's crumbling. That dust, you know, is going to leave a clear slate. That's how I see this card anyway. Then the Star. And then a wish not fulfilled is what I feel. The Moon. I'm not sure how I feel about this card yet, how I would interpret it. Up here we have a more pleasant face. Here we have a more unpleasant face, and darkness, and the Sun. And then the negative. No happiness, vitality, Judgment. The World. And then we go into the Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. So here we have an offer or an opportunity being given. And when I turn it around, I feel like an offer or opportunity being taken in a negative way. Instead of being offered something, someone's taking. Then we have the Two of Pentacles. Here we're juggling. And then here we've lost sight of it. I mean, there's no juggling. You're not prioritizing. You're not balancing whatever needs balancing. The Three of Pentacles. Teamwork, working on something, a new skill, working together. And then here we have where it just does not work out. A collaboration just does not work out, or whatever it is isn't working out. Four of Pentacles. Now, I think it came this way in the deck, but here we have someone that looks happy, and well, let's start with here. Here we have someone that looks pretty grumpy, holding on to things in their bag, holding on really tightly to these pentacles. It looks like greed here, right? Which the Four of Pentacles can represent. And then here we have someone who looks pretty happy. The birds are singing. There's light. There's sunshine. He's not holding on to these pentacles so tightly. So he's not being greedy. So I have it like this because this is more of the traditional. But I will flip these cards around when I shuffle them so that some of them can end up, you know, differently. Here we have the Five of Pentacles, more traditional, the negative. And then here we have where we've come in from the cold. We're not lonely. Things are getting better. Things are looking up. These are just amazing. Six of Pentacles. So this card here is kind of pippish, but you get the Six of Pentacles. Obviously, you'd have to know your tarot. So obviously, this is the positive side, giving, receiving, and everything else that it can mean. And then here's the more negative side. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles, which I really like this card. So here up on top, it looks like she's waiting, right? She's waiting, but things possibly don't feel like they're moving forward. Her seeds aren't, you know, coming to fruition. And then we have here where, you know, her hard work has paid off and those seeds have blossomed and bloomed and have come to fruition. So I do have it set on the more traditional. Here we have the Eight of Pentacles, working hard. Hard work, determination, dedication. And then over here, we're just all over the place. not putting in the dedication, not putting in the effort, being very sloppy about it. Nine of Pentacles. You got some happiness and fulfillment up there, right? And over here, looks like greed. Like she just wants all that happiness and fulfillment to herself. Ten of Pentacles. Same. You got the happiness and stability and all that up on top. And then here, the doors have shut. Does he have a key? Yes, they both have keys, don't they? It looks like. Yeah, but the more negative aspect. Page. Offering that pentacle. This one, nope, not offering. The Knight, again, offering the pentacle. Here, offering it in a not so happy way, probably. Whatever it is they're offering, they haven't thought it through. Because the Knight of Pentacles thinks things through very, very thoroughly before making any choices. And it's slow movement. They move very slow. Here it's like they're being careless about it. Queen of Pentacles. She's got that, you know, pentacle, that gift, that prize in her hands. Here she's more like hiding it, not wanting to offer it, right? And the King, same. He's got that pentacle. Here you see greed and just doom. We go into the Cups, and I'm going to have to speed it up, otherwise my video cut off. So here's a cup being offered. And then here, someone's trying to take. I'm not sure how I feel about this one yet either, how I would interpret this one. I'm not sure on that one yet. Then we have the Two of Cups. A lot of, you know, the love, the unity. And then here we have not so much. Turning her back on him. She's got the cup. He's put his cup down. Oh, actually there was only one cup here in this Two of Cups. So she took the cup. There is no unity. There's not a mutual balance of love there. Three of Cups. It would have been nice to see the three ladies on the card here, but we don't have it. But here is the positive, and then here is the negative. Four of Cups. Now this one too, I'm not sure how to take this. Now, obviously this is the negative, this is the positive, but an offer or opportunity being presented and you're ignoring it, usually with the Four of Cups. But it looks here like they're ignoring that cup that's being offered. And then here, I see it as you waited too long, you missed this opportunity. That's how I see this one. But then tomorrow or later today, I could see it in a totally different way. Five of Cups, I have it on the more traditional where they are dwelling on what's lost, what's no longer. And here it looks like they have realized that there's still things in their life to be grateful for, and they're focusing on that rather than the losses. Six of Cups. and then the negative. Seven of Cups. This one's kind of different. It's almost like he's in agony in both depictions here. Or having a very hard time making a choice or a decision. And the cups are like spilled over and like spilling on him. Like, make the decision, dude. But then we have here where, to me, it looks like completely unable to make the choice. Completely delusional. Unwilling to make a choice. Unable to decide. Very interesting deck. Eight of Cups, one of my favorite cards in the tarot. Here we have someone walking away. Excuse me, I have to pause to cough. So we have someone walking away. And here it looks like they're unwilling to walk away, or they're coming back from what they walked away from. Knowing that it's not the best idea, right? Nine of Cups. Fulfillment, happiness, joy. Here we have either a really big ego over the fulfillment and satisfaction, or no fulfillment and joy, but yet she's got all these cups and a whole lot of things here. So it would have to be, however I felt, I guess, at the time, it would come up. Ten of Cups. Very positive. And then boom, the cups are shattered, broke, cracked. Not the storybook ending here, down here. Page of Cups, offering that cup. Here, keeping it to themselves, not offering. Same with the Knight. Knight of Cups is such a loving energy, offering something very positive. And here we have them pouring that positivity out. They're not going to offer it to anyone. They'd rather not offer it to anyone. And again, same with the Queen of Cups. Very loving energy, supportive, caring, kind. And here she's, you know, being more greedy, keeping it to herself. These little scuffs you see are just from me shuffling it this morning. I've only had this deck open probably about not even 2 hours. I really like this deck. But the black, you can tell it's going to chip up. It doesn't bother me. King of Cups, same here pretty much, you know. And here he's very bitter. Not his King of Cups self. Ace of Wands. I'm going to speed the video up or I'm going to run out of time. Here's the more positive offering. You know, that Ace of Wands, that offer, the opportunities coming in. Here it looks almost as if it's being taken away. Two of Wands. Positive, negative. Three of Wands. Now this is another one I'm not sure about. Now here it looks like we're waiting. Here it looks like we're waiting for those ships to come in, right? We're waiting for expansion and all the, you know, all of what Three of Wands represents. But then again, I look at this as that those ships never did come in. They weren't meant to be. Whatever it was, the plans that you made fell apart. They didn't work out. That's how I see that card. Four of Wands. Happiness, celebrations, and all that good stuff. And then something goes wrong. It doesn't work out. Five of Wands. I really like this card. Here we are in conflict, fighting, arguing, disagreement. And here we are working things out. working it out. Six of Wands, victory, success. Here, it still looks like victory and success, but maybe not in the right way, if that makes sense. And I really got to speed up. I have 5 minutes before I'll lose volume on the video. Seven of Wands, standing your ground. Seven of Wands, actually fighting back. Eight of Wands, moving quickly. Eight of Wands, reckless. So I'm not going to explain anymore. I'm just going to show them. I'll probably end up saying more, but Ten of Wands, traditional. And then here you did too much work, you know. Everything came crashing down. You became burnt out. Now nothing gets done. Page of Wands. I think we still have another whole suit to get through. Queen of Wands. King. Ace of Swords. Can't go without not seeing the aces, right? Or the swords. Two of Swords, trying to make that choice or decision. Backfired because someone was unable to make that choice or decision. And that's just how I look at it right now. Three of Swords. Heartache, heartbreak, agony, pain, sorrow. And here we have healing, overcoming the heartbreak. Four of Swords, resting. Four of Swords didn't rest, becomes ill, exhausted. Five of Swords, taking. And then here we have, I'm not sure yet, almost like defeated. You didn't win. You thought you won, but you didn't win. You know, the person or whatever. They thought they were winning, but in the end, it backfired on them. Six of Swords. This is the only card I don't like. It almost looks like they photoshopped these images, right? They're ugly. But anyways, here he is on the traditional, you know, moving away. And then here, there's no movement. Not moving on to better times for some reason. Seven of Swords. Putting their hands on the swords, getting ready to take, right? To steal, trickery. And then here, these swords are all on lockdown. So I'm not sure how to think about that one yet either. Eight of Swords, trapped, stuck. Here we are, freed. Nine of Swords, anxiety, stress, fears. Here we are, relieved. Ten of Swords. I did have to look in the book at this one because I couldn't understand the differences. I think it's this one. Here has been stabbed in the back. Lied, betrayed, the ending. Or it's vice versa. I don't remember. I would have to wait until I flipped them up. Page. Knight. Queen. Being her queenie self. And then here she's being very bitter. Cold, bitter. Same with the King. All right, so that was Tarot of Oppositions. I think this deck is just amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So what I did earlier, I shuffled them up. Shuffled them all up real good. Then I went to shuffle, but I flipped them around and did it like that. And that would give me some upside downs or some negatives. And that is my review. Lay a couple cards out. Yeah, see, we got the whole negative. That's what I don't like. So I would need to shuffle these better. Like when I see somebody reading reversals too, and every card's coming out reverse, it drives me batshit crazy. Here we got some positives or tradition. All right, guys, thank you for joining me for this review of Tarot of Oppositions. This is a fabulous deck. I would highly, highly recommend it. I got it from Amazon. Definitely, definitely, definitely a very interesting deck. Have a great day, guys. Take care.